Welcome dear students to another part of our class, standard 10, subject science. The biology lesson number 6, continuation of lesson number 6. The students, today we are going to learn about the respiration. The next life process, respiration. In respiration means the release of energy from food. This process is called respiration. The respirations are two types of respirations are there. That is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means the respiration is take place with the presence of oxygen. Then we can call that is aerobic respiration. The respiration that is in absence of oxygen, that is called anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Then next we discuss the breakdown of glucose. Then the energy is released, the breakdown of glucose. Then it occurs in a different pathway. So now we discuss that how the breakdown of glucose occurs. The first case, glucose. The glucose is converted into or break down into 6 carbon molecules. This glucose is the breakdown or converted into pyruvate, that is 3 carbon molecules, that is occur in cytoplasm, take place in cytoplasm. This process is the same in all cases. The glucose is break down into pyruvate. 6 carbon molecules is converted into 3 carbon molecules, take place in cytoplasm. Then next, this pyruvate, that is the breakdown in different ways, 3 ways. The first, second and third. The breakdown of pyruvate, first one, in absence of oxygen. In absence of oxygen, this one, that is take place in yeast. Then ethanol. Ethanol is the produce that time absence of oxygen. Pyruvate is the converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide in absence of oxygen. It take place in yeast. The second, in lack of oxygen, that is take place in our muscle cell. That time the produce lactic acid. In third one, presence of oxygen, that is take place in mitochondria. In that time what is produced? Carbon dioxide and water. This is the pathway of breakdown of glucose. In that time you can see energy is released. This energy is used during respiration. This energy is used. This is used for the synthesis of ATP. Synthesis of ATP, and this energy is used as a fuel in various activity of cell. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Then the next we discuss the respiration in plants. The students, the respiration in plants that take place in stomata, gaseous exchanges take place in stomata, respiration, gaseous exchange, carbon dioxide and oxygen. During daytime, what will happen during daytime? Daytime what will have? In photosynthesis is occur during daytime. Then during daytime the photosynthesis is occur. Then what will happen? Carbon dioxide is used for photosynthesis. Then during daytime elimination of oxygen is major event. Means During photosynthesis, the plants used carbon dioxide for preparing their food. That time what they release? Oxygen. Oxygen is released. So we can say that during daytime the elimination of oxygen is major event. Next, during night there is no photosynthesis. So elimination of carbon dioxide is major event. So next we discuss the respiration in animals. Respiration in animals, the various organs. Different animals are used various organs for respiration, different organs. In aquatic animals or terrestrial animals. Aquatic animals, that is the animals that is the living in water, terrestrial in land animals. Both animals they are used different organ for respiration purpose. Terrestrial aquatic animals they use dissolved oxygen. Oxygen is dissolved in water. That oxygen they used for respiration purpose. The terrestrial animals they are directly use the oxygen from the atmosphere. Then the next is respiration in human. The students, the respiration in human beings, this process, oxygen in human being, they take the oxygen inside the body through nostrils. In the nostrils, there mucus and small hair-like structure is present inside the nostrils. This mucus and the hair-like structures prevent the entry of microbes and dust particles inside the lungs. Then the oxygen is first goes to nostrils, then it goes to throat, and from throat within lungs. Within the lungs, this passage is divided into smaller and smaller tubes. The end of the tubes, in the structure we can see the small balloon-like structure is there. This balloon-like structure is called alveoli. What is that? Alveoli. In alveoli there is the network of blood vessels are there. These blood vessels they play important role to exchange of gases. The carbon dioxide release out and oxygen take in. This process is take place in alveoli, and in the tube like this tube like structure, their alveoli is there. Balloon like structures there, the blood vessels are there. Alveoli, these blood vessels play important role for exchange of gases. Then the respiratory pigments in human beings, that is called hemoglobin. This hemoglobin is present in RBC. This is the respiration of human beings. Then next we will discuss transportation. Students, the transportation means that is the transport of absorbed substance, transport various part, that is called transportation. And pumping organ is heart, push blood in various organ. Both O2 and CO2 in blood. Heart is now we discuss the structure of heart. Conical shape, 4-chambered. Prevent mixing of O2 containing blood and CO2 containing blood. Heart, 4-chambered. Right atrium, left atrium. Upper 2, then right ventricle, left ventricle. Then separate by partition septum. Thus flow of blood. Right cuspid valve. Here by cuspid valve. Flow of blood. The students, then next is the transportation. The transportation, the process in transportation process, what will happen is that in previous section we discussed the transport of materials, transport of useful materials from various organs or absorbed substance that is transported from various organs. So for that then we need a pumping organ. That is, the blood is pushed to various organs. For that we need a pumping organ, that is called a heart. In the blood, it contains the both oxygen and carbon dioxide. Then for that, that is blood circulation is occur. That first we discuss the structure of heart. The structure of heart, conical shape, and it is 4-chambered heart. 4-chambered. What is 4-chambered? Upper 2 and lower 2. The 4-chambered advantages of this 4-chambered heart is the prevent the mixing of oxygen containing blood with carbon dioxide containing blood. For that is the advantages of 4-chambered. Upper 2 and lower 2. Lower 2. Upper 2 chambers are called right atrium and left atrium, and lower 2 chambers are called right ventricle and left ventricle. And flow of blood from right atrium to right ventricle, flow of blood, then there is one valve is there, that is called a tricuspid valve, and flow of blood from the left atrium to left ventricles, then there is one valve that is called a bicuspid valve. This valve play important role to prevent the backward flow of blood from ventricle to atrium. These 4 chambers are separated by a partition. That partition is called a septum. So these advantages of 4 chamber, that is prevent the mixing of carbon dioxide containing blood with the oxygen containing blood. So students, this is the end of our session today. We shall continue with our subject on next part of our class. Thank you students.